I just got a message on WhatsApp from your mother. She complained again.
Again?
Do you remember that I told you we had a surprise visit from her the other day? That's when she checked out the apartment.
And?
A pair of pajamas were lying around in the bedroom. The TV remote was left on the couch. There was an empty can in the trash. She pointed out a lot of details.
Oh my, she's as detailed as ever. Oh wait, I was the one who did all those things.
Well, I'm not so meticulous, so it doesn't bother me, but it must have bothered her. Oh, but the empty cans are different.
Sorry.
I don't like her checking my apartment every time she comes over. Chris, could you talk to her about it?
To stop tormenting my wife?
You don't have to be so straightforward. Don't you hate it when someone checks on your home?
Well, yeah.
I don't like that about her.
Got it. I'll talk to her. She must be bored living alone. Please keep her company.
Okay.
Amanda, when are you free the next time?
What?
I found a great design on social media.
Again?
Oh, if you're busy, that's okay. I know you're working, so you don't have to squeeze me into your schedule.
No, I happen to be off tomorrow, so I'll go out with you. I mean, I'm also interested.
Really? Good. Then I'll pick you up.
Oh, would that be okay?
Of course. I found some nice miscellaneous goods, and I want to check them out with you.
Thank you very much. I'm looking forward to it too, but I never thought that we share the same interest.
True. I've loved lace accessories since I was a student. In the past, there were so few of them that they had become antique items. It was hard to buy them myself.
Nowadays, there are a lot of cute and inexpensive ones, though the pattern depends on the price.
Yes. Then by all means, let's go shopping together tomorrow.
Yes, with pleasure. I'm looking forward to it.
Amanda?
Ah, Chris, you're coming back from your business trip today, right? How was work?
Well, I can't come home today.
What? Why?
My mom collapsed, so I'm going back to my mother's house.
Gina collapsed? What do you mean?
I don't know the details. The hospital said she was taken by ambulance.
An ambulance?
Yeah, she had a really high fever and they're putting an IV on her.
High fever?
After the drip, they want her to stay home and check on her progress. I'll rush over to her house as soon as I get back from my business trip, but don't you come.
Why not?
Because you don't like my mom.
What?
She's always sarcastic with you. She checks on you in the apartment and does all kinds of nasty things to you.
Well, she used to, but...
So, you don't have to come.
Oh.
Besides, I don't know what's causing the high fever, so I don't want you to catch it or anything. Anyway, I'll go and take care of her.
Okay.
I might be nursing her for a while, so please be prepared for that. Amanda? Is Chris back from his trip?
No.
He even lied to me.
I was with you when I got a message from him. If you had really collapsed, I would have been the first to know about it.
Instead of collapsing, I was happily shopping with you.
Actually, there's something I didn't tell you. Chris has been acting suspicious lately.
Suspicious?
Yes, he suddenly started working late and coming home late, and he often doesn't eat dinner at home. There are days when he didn't come home because he couldn't finish his overtime work.
I see.
So, I don't know if this business trip is true or not. I'm sorry to say this to you, but I thought he might be having an affair.
Well, I had a hunch too. That's why I told you to go along with his story.
I'll ask his company tomorrow if he really went on a business trip.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm very sorry about this, Amanda. If you find out anything new, will you call me back?
Of course. I'm grateful to have someone who I can talk to about this. Gina, I contacted the company. Chris, as I thought, didn't go on a business trip.
I see. I knew it. And?
Yes, he asked for a week's leave because of a death in the family.
A death in the family?
And a friend of mine sent me this picture. I'll send it to you right now.
This is...
A friend of mine happened to be on the same trip with his wife. He sent this to me because he saw someone who looked exactly like Chris. The woman with her arms crossed is a stranger.
Chris? What the heck is that girl doing?
So, there was a picture of two of them going into a hotel together. They both had big smiles on their faces like they were lovers. She was a friend of mine who was at the wedding. Chris didn't notice my friend. Maybe it was because they are a married couple.
I see.
Apparently, Chris is traveling with this woman right now. That means he is having an affair. I'm going to contact him now.
That won't be necessary.
What? What do you mean?
I can't allow him to do such a shameful thing. I will punish that boy. Amanda, I need you to go along with his lie.
What?
I'm sorry I put you through this. I'm the one who raised him. Let him do whatever he's doing for now.
Okay.
Call me when you find out when he is coming back.
Okay, I will.
Amanda?
Chris, how's Gina?
Yeah, her fever's gone down and she's stable now. I'll be home tomorrow. Sorry to worry you.
I'm fine. So, what was it that made her sick?
It was a fever caused by a viral infection.
Oh, wow.
She hasn't been exercising or anything. She's quite old, so she got a high fever. I'm going to take this opportunity to have her start walking and exercise.
I see. Did she say anything about you not coming home? I didn't hear anything.
Oh, I told her I didn't have to.
Why?
Because, you're not very good at being with her, right? So I thought it'd be better for me to explain it to you than for you to call her.
But, with the given circumstances, if the fever's gone down, a word from her would be nice.
That's what I usually do. I think she didn't do it because I didn't.
Anyway, you haven't contacted me for the past 3 days. Isn't that too long?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was exhausted from working and taking care of my mom. So I fell asleep before I had the chance to contact you.
I see. I don't know what I should do.
I'm sorry, I apologize. But I'm glad her fever is gone. She's eating well now, so I don't think there's nothing to worry about anymore.
Maybe I should go visit her tomorrow.
That's no good.
Why not? I can't just ignore the fact that she was sick with a high fever. I'm your wife.
That's true, but she had a high fever because of the virus. And if you get the virus from her, that would be a big problem.
But she's already cured, right? Can I at least visit her?
No, you don't have to. I don't want her to get sick of you or harass you again. I'll talk to her about it.
Would that be okay with you?
Sure. I'm sorry to have you worried.
Okay, I understand. Well, anyway, I'll be waiting for you to come home tomorrow.
Right. Amanda, I just arrived at the station. I'm heading home now.
Okay. Hey, what have you been doing with your clothes for a week? You went to work, right?
Oh, I washed my own shirts. I'm at my mother's home,
What did you do with your suit? Did you wear the same suit for a week?
No, Well, I had my dad's suit at home, so I borrowed it. It was a little old, but it was okay.
I see. But you can't cook at all. How did you feed your mother?
I can make a sandwich. After her fever came down, I bought some groceries at the supermarket and convenience store. I didn't have any problem.
Well, I could have at least cooked if you had told me.
Well, my mom was happy, so I guess it wasn't a problem.
I see. You're doing a great job of telling the story. It's getting interesting.
Huh? What do you mean?
Never mind, sorry. Well then, I'll be waiting for you to come home.
Amanda? What's going on? I just got home and my mom is here. But where are you?
Oh, your mother has been in my apartment since this morning.
What?
We had lunch and dessert together. We talked the whole time about our future.
What do you mean?
Actually, you know what? When I got your message that your mother had fallen ill, I was shopping with her.
What?
I was so surprised to hear from you that she collapsed while she was with me the whole time.
How did you... You didn't like my mother? Because she torments you.
Yeah, I used to feel like that too. But as I talked with her, I realized we had a common interest.
Common interest?
We both like lace.
Lace?
Oh, by lace, I mean fabric. We hit it off, and then we started inviting each other out. We went shopping, had tea. We started talking on WhatsApp and on the phone, gathering information.
What? I thought you two were on bad terms.
You were so wrong. Now we are enjoying each other's company as friends who share the same interests. And I knew right away that you were lying.
You knew and you didn't tell me until now?
Exactly. Because Gina said I didn't have to say anything.
What?
Anyway, you should talk to her first. She is waiting for you in the apartment, so hurry up and go in.
No kidding.
I told you it is getting interesting, didn't I?
You're such a jerk.
I didn't do anything wrong. You're the one who did something bad.
Huh? What bad thing?
I contacted your company, you know.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I asked if it's true that you were on a business trip.
Why did you do that?
Because it would be weird to lie about your mother collapsing when I was with her, wouldn't it? So I asked the company, and they told me that you had a death in the family and was taking a week's vacation. What the heck have you been doing?
Oh, I was at the car show I really wanted to go to. It was far away, so I thought it would be nice to take a trip.
Cars, huh? You took a week off from work for that.
So what? It doesn't matter. It's a reward for myself.
Then what's this picture?
This picture? When did you take this picture?
I didn't take this picture. A friend of mine sent it to me of someone who looks a lot like you.
Huh?
She's the girl who came to our wedding. She said you were flirting with this girl and didn't notice her at all.
I don't know about that.
I have a picture of you and her going into a hotel together.
What?
You were having an affair, weren't you? You've been coming home late and working late these days. I finally figured out why you weren't coming home and staying overnight at the office.
No. I was really working. I wasn't always cheating.
So that means you were cheating on me, right?
No, what I meant was...
I understand. Anyway, your mother is waiting for you in the apartment, so go see her.
Wait. Amanda! Amanda! My mother broke off the relationship with me because of you. Why did you tell her?
I didn't tell her. I was with her when you texted me. You must know that, right?
You're not very tactful, are you?
What?
You could have just made up some nice story, couldn't you? Why did you tell her everything?
What's with that tone of voice? Nothing you said made any sense. That's why she told me to go along with your lie.
My mother said that?
I have every right to be suspicious, don't I? And you were acting weird even before that.
I was working.
How can you say that? You took a week off from work. By the way, people at the company were suspicious that I, your wife, had confirmed that you were traveling on business. I wonder if there's a rumor going around the office right now.
Huh? If you did that, I won't be able to work.
I guess that's the way it's going to have to be, huh?
What the heck?
I mean, it's your own seed, after all. And the other woman was a young girl at the reception, right?
Huh?
Someone at the office said that she was taking a vacation on the same schedule. I didn't tell them anything in particular, but they seemed curious. I hope the story didn't spread.
You're lying.
Your mother was saddened. She said she didn't raise you like that. How dare you cheat on me and make me cry?
What have you done to me? You made me scolded pretty hard. She said she'd never see me again.
She was so happy that you were a shy boy who didn't have any friends. But you started to come out of your own shell when you entered high school.
What? Why did she say that?
She said she was relieved that you graduated from college, started working, and got married with me. She thought your father would have been happy too. And yet, what is this betrayal? She was so angry with you.
Mom would never say such a thing. You're on good terms with her now, aren't you? Then you'd better mend things between me and my mom.
What are you talking about?
Like, please forgive Chris, or Chris just got caught in the moment. If you can convince her, she'll change her mind about me.
What? You're saying convenient things. You get a young girl from work and cheat on your wife, and take a week off from work to travel. And for that, you lied about your mother being sick. I'm speechless at your childishness. That's why I agreed with your mother.
What the heck is that?
Your mother is ashamed of you, but she thinks it's a parent's duty to push her son away.
How could that be?
That's why she said she's going to break off the relationship with you. She said that from now on, you should taste the harshness of society on your own.
Oh no, but I won't be alone, will I? Because I'm with you.
Are you out of your mind? You lied to me and your mother, took time off from work, and cheated on me. The company may have found out about the affair by now. There's no way I'm going to live with someone like you from now on.
What? What do you mean?
Don't you get it even after I've told you this much? You really are so obtuse. No wonder Gina is grieving for you.
What are you talking about?
I'm saying I want a divorce.
Huh? Divorce? Why should we get a divorce?
Why? Because you cheated on me. We swore at our wedding, remember? In sickness and in health, in riches and in poverty. Do you swear to love, honor, and cherish me as your wife? Do you remember?
Of course I do. I love, honor, and cherish you as my wife.
Huh? You've got to be kidding me. You lied and cheated on me with impunity. How can you say such a thing after what you've done? I'm so disgusted.
I haven't changed the way I feel about you. That's why I'm not divorcing you.
That's impossible.
Huh?
I can't. I can never forgive you for lying to me, that you cheated on me. I will never be able to love you the way I used to, so I'm not going to live with you anymore.
You're lying. My mom broke up with me, and you're just going to walk out on me?
Well, you're gonna get what's coming to you, aren't you?
No, I'm not leaving you.
You're just going to beg me like a child?
Amanda, I'm breaking up with her. Give me one more chance. I want to start over.
I can't. I've been talking about it with Gina all morning. She said there's no point in spoiling it. She said we should just get a divorce.
But...
She said I need to be alone and let you think deeply about what you did. And I agree.
Please, Amanda, forgive me. Don't divorce me.
I can't do this anymore. I took all the stuff I needed out of the apartment during lunch, so I'm going back to my parents' house now.
Wait a minute. We haven't even seen each other.
We don't have to see each other. I'll talk to my lawyer from now on.
A lawyer? Amanda, are you serious?
Of course I'm serious. I told you I have no intention to be together with a man who cheats on his wife.
But...
Oh, I forgot to tell you. After consulting with Gina, I've decided to cancel the contract on the apartment at the end of this month.
Huh?
You'll have to take your stuff out by then.
Wait a minute. I didn't agree to that.
Even if you don't agree, I have a proof, so the divorce is final. I think we'll be discussing alimony now.
That's impossible. I can't pay alimony.
Yes, you will. Gina told me to make sure you pay alimony, so I won't be talking to you anymore.
Amanda, please start over with me. Please. I'll change from now on.
That's impossible. Well, goodbye. After that, the divorce went through without a problem. Of course, alimony was paid. Chris was in need of money, so he went to his parents' house, but Gina no longer lived in that house. She sold the house and used the money to buy a house where she can live comfortably. I think it was a good choice to prevent Chris from stealing her property. Of course, she has no intention of telling him where she went. Abandoned by me and Gina, I heard that he is trying not to listen to a rumor at work. It's him, isn't it? He was cheating on his wife. His wife found out and divorced him. He can't quit his job to pay alimony. Sounds good to me. The woman whom he had an affair with found out about it from the company and about us getting a divorce. She quickly quit the company and disappeared. In short, Chris was being played. I still see Gina from time to time and enjoy shopping with her. From now on, we are not seeing each other as a mother and daughter, but as a friend who shares the same interests.
Welcome, Estella. Thank you for coming over today. I never thought that you'd cook for me. I'm so happy.
Thank you for inviting me too. I love to eat and I love to cook too. It was a pleasure to cook for you.
Glad to hear that. I know that you've never seen such high-quality ingredients before, because you are poor.
I beg your pardon?
Have you seen my kitchen? Isn't it amazing? I have all the latest cooking utensils. Of course, it's not just the utensils, but the refrigerator is full of high-quality ingredients. I have confidence in my storage skills, so it looks really beautiful, doesn't it?
I think it's great. It was indeed very tidy.
After all, being poor doesn't give you much high-quality ingredients, so your kitchen tends to be messy, doesn't it? And since you're working for minimum wage, you probably don't have much time to cook anyway. I feel sorry for you.
You're right. I'm too busy to use the kitchen every day.
I know it's difficult to manage your time for cooking when you're struggling to make ends meet and need to work multiple jobs. I have a husband and we're a wealthy family, so I have no idea about how poor people live their life. I'm sorry.
No worries. Anyway, why don't we eat the food before it gets cold? Scott and Kelly are probably hungry too.
That's right. By the way, I just took a quick look at your dish. I wonder if you've measured the amount of salt you put in it. I'm a little worried. Measure the amount of salt? How much salt did you use? Also, what about the amount of sugar? It's important to measure those. Well, of course I didn't use a lot. I'm sorry, but I didn't measure all of them. What if you endanger the health of my husband and daughter by doing so? That's outrageous. Anyway, it was wrong of me to ask you about that. But when I asked you for a measuring spoon, you said you didn't want to let a stranger touch it, so I couldn't measure the ingredients. Oh, I see. Seems like you always make excuses. Your excuses make the food tasteless. For now, get rid of all these dishes. Do you understand? What do you mean by getting rid of them? I put a lot of hard work in making those. I can't eat those dishes since I don't know what's in it. Oh no, my family is starving. We have to start all over again. Give me a break. I did my best to balance the nutritional content of the food. I'm confident in my cooking skills because I've studied a lot. Don't make me laugh. Poor people like you can't think about nutritional balance, can they? You just put salt in your food without even thinking about the amount. Please don't say that. I did my best in cooking today's dishes. Anyway, just throw it away, okay? I think we'll have to eat out in a hurry today. I'll prepare the car, so just follow me from behind. Got that? Can I come too? You are our guest today. There's no way that me and my family will just abandon you. Anyway, let's have a proper conversation at the restaurant later. Okay. What do you think? Isn't this place amazing? I know you've never had the pleasure of eating at a high-class steak restaurant. You don't get to eat there very often, do you? Yes, but I know this restaurant. It's reputed to be delicious, right? Ah, yes. You just saw it on the internet or TV, didn't you? After all, it's a famous restaurant that celebrities go to. Actually, it's owned by a friend of mine. Thanks to my generous financial support that the restaurant was built. You should be grateful just to be able to enter such a high-class restaurant. I didn't know about that. That's amazing. You can't imagine what it's like for you. So let's get inside, shall we? Make sure you take care of your son properly so he doesn't go wild inside, okay? My son won't go wild inside. He's not a 5-year-old little boy, so he'll be fine. Don't worry about that. I'm worried about his education because you were raised by a single parent. As for my daughter, Kelly, she was raised by my husband, who is the president of a well-known company, and me, who is a successful career woman. I wonder if you're educating your son properly. Oh, I see. How can you call yourself a successful career woman? If I were you, I would be so embarrassed to mention that. It's not that you're embarrassed. It's just because you don't have any chance to say things like that. A successful person like me doesn't hold back every time. I can say what I think without hesitation. When you are a successful person, you just have to be proud in everything you do. Anyway, why don't we just go inside the restaurant instead of waiting inside the car? You're right. Let's go then. By the way, Delaney, why am I the only person who eats potatoes? Huh? Because that's enough for poor people, right? Even potatoes are a fine cuisine. How much longer are you going to bully me? We're not junior high school students. So let's communicate properly as adults. I can't even have a proper conversation with you. You're a poor woman. Why are you preaching like a big shot? Are you trying to fight me back? You make me laugh. You poor people should be thankful that we rich people are making a living for you.
I see. By the way, where are you now?
I'm outside, smoking right now. What's wrong?
I think you are not allowed to smoke here. That's against good manners.
I'm an investor, so I can at least smoke.
I have a feeling that's not allowed here.
You're desperately looking for something to put you on top of me, even if it's just a little bit, aren't you?
No, I have no intention to do that.
What's wrong? You've been acting like a tough woman, haven't you? Let's have some fun, shall we?
How could you say that? You're the one who's ruining the conversation.
It's a happy day. Let's have a fine steak. Oh, and for you, a poor single parent, just fries will suffice. They're very tasty.
Give me a break, will you?
What are you talking about?
What do you think you're doing? I thought it was strange because Estella's dish was only fries, but it seems you ordered it that way. What are you thinking?
Why are you mad at me? We're just joking with each other. You don't need to order a fine steak for poor people.
I don't care how you think about it, but you are bullying Estella.
I'm sorry, but why are you so angry? We're in a better position than her anyway. Why should we care about her?
A better position? Are you insane?
Because we're richer than Estella. Rich people like us are supporting the lives of the poor. She should thank us for that.
I'm so stunned I can't even speak. You've done a terrible thing. That way of thinking itself is problematic. But if we're talking about positions, Estella is on top, no matter how you look at it.
What? Why?
You don't know about that. Estella is going to provide financial support to our company.
Really? I didn't know that. Besides, how can a poor person do such a thing? Stop kidding me.
You're the one who's kidding. I told you about that before, but you just didn't listen. It's inappropriate for you to bully Estella in the first place, regardless of your position. Do you have any common sense, Delaney?
Financial support? Are you serious?
Estella is a top-level executive officer in the restaurant industry, just like me. She's known as a very successful businesswoman and owns many popular restaurants.
That can't be true. I can't believe that.
Estella's pizza restaurant and my company were working on a joint project. That alone is an honor. But she's even funding it, so I can't help but be flattered. But you did such a terrible thing to her. You've ruined everything.
You should have told me more details about that. I've heard about it, but I didn't know it was her. Anyway, I'll order more.
I've ordered the steak for her. You don't have to come back. Just go home, okay?
What? Why? That's terrible.
Stop joking around. You have hurt Estella's feelings. For you to show up here won't solve anything. Don't provoke her any further. The future of my company is at stake. Just go home.
Okay, I got it. But how am I supposed to get home alone? I can't drive.
Take a bus, a cab, anything to get home. I can't believe that you can't do anything by yourself.
Understood.
Estella, I'm really sorry this time. I didn't know that Delaney did that behind my back. I can't apologize enough.
No, it's okay. I've already calmed down. I just want to think about things.
What do you mean by that?
About the marriage, work, and so on.
Oh no, wait a minute. I will take full responsibility for what Delaney did to you. So please consider about the joint project.
But my son is adamantly against it, because originally he was going to take the lead on this project. I'm only in the position of an investor. My son, Tom, is the one who is in charge of that pizza store as well. I would like to leave it in his hands.
I see. It can't be helped. My wife insulted his mother right in front of him. How can he possibly want to work with the husband of a woman like that? I think I would think that way too. I understand. I won't be selfish anymore.
I'm sorry. Thank you for understanding.
I'm really sorry about this.
What do you mean you're divorcing me? I will never accept it.
Just divorce me. And don't see me ever again. Listen, the case with Estella was the most important job of all. If that one gets mocked up, it's the end of my company. It's very important. You're trampling all my hard work underfoot.
What's that? You think your job is more important than me? That's quite a thing to say.
Work itself is not important. The employees and customers of my company are more important than anything else. You don't understand anything. I'm truly disgusted. I have no intention of living with someone like you.
What?
As the company's president, I have the responsibility to lead my employees. They've been with me for a long time. They're my best and brightest. If this project fails, they'll be out on the street. They have families to feed too. I have to pull out all the stops to make this a success.
So you're divorcing me? Divorcing me won't help you solve the problem.
You're wrong. The other party is having a hard time accepting the fact that I'm your husband. If I cut you off once and for all, maybe they'll reconsider.
That's the only reason you're dumping me? You'll definitely regret it later.
You've been acting as if you were the ruler of the world these past few years. I'm sick and tired of your arrogance. By the way, I heard that you threw away all the food Estella made today. Explain to me.
It's because she was a bad cook. I couldn't eat them because they tasted too bad.
Bad at cooking? She's a former professional chef. That can't be true.
Seriously?
She's not working as a chef anymore now because she's working on the management side. She's even published a book. To throw away the dishes made by someone like that is just unbelievable. Who on earth do you think you are?
I didn't know that. If only you've told me earlier.
Enough is enough. Who would want to live with such a childish woman like you? You must leave this house today. Do I make myself clear?
Wait, Scott!
Please,
listen to me, Estella. You have to execute the project with Scott as planned. What are you talking about out of the blue? You have a joint project with my husband, right? Please, go ahead with that as planned. I beg you. Otherwise, things will get messed up too. I'm considering that right now. That's what got me divorced. I'll apologize to you, but you need to make sure that you'll carry out the project. You're responsible for this, aren't you? That's absurd. But I didn't expect your husband would divorce you. Scott was so serious about that project. He's very dedicated to his work. What are you talking about? That's not what I meant. I was being divorced for a mere job like that. Don't you feel sorry for me? I don't think so. I think you deserve it. Besides, Scott is a good company's president who really cares about his fellow workers. To be honest, though, he can be clumsy when it comes to work. He really is adored by his employees. It's a talent that I envy. I know that because I'm his wife. But you didn't even know about the project he was working on for the company's fortune, did you? It's just that I kind of forgot about it. Just call Scott and get him to cancel his divorce from me, please. Hurry up. Isn't this supposed to be an apology call? I have no idea why you're being so bossy. Please stop talking as if you were my supervisor. It's because you're the one who doesn't understand. I already know what kind of person you are. Anyway, I would like to contact Scott and inform him of our intention to continue the project. What? Really? Yes, I'm sure. But on the condition that he will divorce you. Huh? With this, the anxious molecules will disappear and he will be able to concentrate on his work. I'm sure Tom will agree. I think it's the best solution. Hold it right there. Why are you being so mean? If Scott divorces me, I'll really be all alone, you know. My daughter, Kelly, said that she'll leave me too. It's all your fault. What am I supposed to do from now on? I can't allow you to insult me so openly in front of my son. I worked so hard to raise Tom. As a single mother, I did it with pride while balancing work and family time. I will never forgive you for what you've said and done to me. You're getting on my nerves. I'm telling you, I have a lot of friends who are investors. I told you I financed that steak joint we went to for lunch, didn't I? I'm going to live a happy life from now on. How's that? Are you frustrated? Oh, I forgot to tell you. You have been banned from coming to that restaurant, so please keep that in mind. What are you talking about? What's reason for me to get banned? Because you didn't observe the no smoking policy on the premises and caused trouble for other customers. This is not the first time you have done this, so we decided to deal with you severely. Whatever your position is, you should behave yourself. There's no way I'll be banned from that restaurant because I'm the investor. I helped the owner to build that restaurant. I think you misunderstood something. I'm the owner of that steak restaurant. Huh? There's a rumor going around lately saying that you're an investor of the restaurant. I was surprised to know it was you who started to spread the rumor. How could you do that? It's not true. I don't remember receiving any financial support from you. That's right. There are other high-class restaurants owned by your acquaintances, aren't there? I'd like to know about them if you don't mind. Well, it's not my duty to tell you about that. By the way, you didn't say that out of vanity, did you? Just be honest with me. The restaurant that recently opened at the north exit of the train station. Oh, that one? That restaurant has a good reputation for prawn dishes. That's another restaurant I invested in. What else? No way! You're right. I did make the rumors sound pretentious. Everyone has to look good in front of others, right? There's nothing wrong with that. Yes, you're right. I too am vain, both as a chef and as a businessman. Sometimes it's necessary, right? But I don't look down on people and make fun of them. I think that is the worst thing a person can do. Hey, wait! I just got word from Kelly that she's disowning me too. I don't want to lose my only daughter. I'm really going to be all alone. Please, you have to do something. I know. You don't have a job, lost a place to live, and it's going to be hard from now on. If you get hungry, please call me. I'll treat you to some fries. Those fries are very tasty. After that, Delaney was kicked out of the house by her husband. She was quite displeased with him. Her daughter, Kelly, also cut her off. They blocked her contact information after telling her not to contact them ever again. Then, Delaney spent some time in town looking for help from her friends. But she couldn't find anyone who could help her, as she was known for her arrogant personality. She has now returned to her hometown and is working as a live-in worker. She deserves that. I don't know if it's her last pride or her willpower, but I thought she did a good job that she decided not to contact me at all. Tom and Kelly had a successful wedding and are now living in an apartment together. The project between my company and Scott's company is still in progress. When I see Scott is working hard with a somewhat refreshed expression on his face, I have a feeling that the project is sure to be a success.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, give us a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and leave us a comment down below. It means a lot to us. See you next time!